Did you know nearly 50% of pregnancies that occur yearly are unwanted? That adds up to 42 million babies being aborted each year. Dr. Seuss once said, "A person is a person, no matter how small." Each child has a purpose, planned or unplanned, and there are other options we can take instead of getting rid of the problem. I'm arguing against abortion so that together we can help save innocent lives. And I will explain why pro-life should be your stance over pro-choice, due to the scientific, medical, legal perspectives, the aftermath of abortion, and to give you better options instead of taking abortion. From a scientific point of view, a fetus is a baby from the point of conception. At the point of conception, a zygote, the name of the first cell formed at conception, is the earliest developmental stage of the baby's life. The zygote is complete with its own unique DNA. This DNA design includes guiding not only early development, but also the hereditary attributes that will appear that include hair and eye color to personality traits. Even at this early stage, the child is unique and undeniably a separate and different person from its mother. Therefore, the claim that the woman has the right to her own body is invalid since the child is its own person. Another scientific factor is the consideration of what we classify as biological life. Babies meet biological life criteria, which includes 4 criteria: growth, reproduction, metabolism, and reaction to stimuli, all of which the baby meets. In the medical point of view, even at this early stage, the child's development is already rapidly progressing. The first major system to begin functioning is the cardiovascular system. This stage of development starts it all. At around 20 days old, the child's heart begins to circulate his or her own blood, which is also unique from the mother's. The heartbeat is also now detectable. At 6 weeks, the child begins to develop eyes, eyelids, a nose, mouth, and tongue. Brain activity can also be detected. At just 8 weeks, the child has now developed all organs and bodily structures. Then at 10 weeks, the child can now make bodily movements. Therefore, the people who agree with abortion by stating no one knows when life begins are arguing not only against the medical and scientific research, but also religion views. In the legal perspective, the baby is a person and it has rights. The child has rights because it is a life. Because, like I said, it meets all the criteria needed to determine that it is biologically alive. Did you know that in 1973, the Supreme Court ruled that abortion should not just be limited to when a mother's life was in danger? Most people today think that abortion is limited to be performed in the first trimester of pregnancy. So, even if you do not believe the fetus is a human at the point of conception, consider this. It is legal to kill a baby even when the face, gender, fingerprints, and other bodily parts are distinguishable. Then consider the aftermath of abortion. First off, the biggest issue with abortion is hemorrhaging. You are putting your life at risk as well. In most cases, abortion gives a person overwhelming grief, leads to excessive drinking, drug abuse, inability to maintain or form relationships, and even difficulty bonding with your later children. A website called After Abortion, established by a woman who had 5 abortions, provides a place for women to help each other cope with the aftermath of their abortion. It has nearly 2.5 million posts, each from different women who have been negatively affected by their choice. There are other options instead of having grief and regret. I understand there are cases in which the women are raped and become pregnant. They believe instead of facing more public disgrace, they should terminate the pregnancy. Consider this. Who are we to determine whether someone should be born and have a life and who should not? Especially when that person is as pure and innocent as a baby. The best example to show you the importance of keeping the child is one of my top students in my high school class. She's a straight A student and she's dual enrolled just like me. This situation of rape happened to her mother as well. Although it was a great sacrifice on her part, she decided to keep her. Now, if she would have aborted her child, I wouldn't have one of my best friends, and I honestly don't know what I'd do without her. So remember, consider all other alternatives such as adoption agencies, temporary foster care, even having a family member temporarily adopt a child. An adoption agency will provide your child with the necessary things that you may not be able to give to him or her. Then temporary foster care is a system that helps you out temporarily while you get back on track. Or if you cannot stand the fact of being away from the child, or you're not ready yet, but maybe later, consider having a trusted family member adopt your baby. This allows you to still be an important part of the child's life. Remember, consider every other option besides abortion. Just delete the word abortion from your vocabulary. A person is a person, no matter the size. I can't cut it there.